All right, folks, welcome back. PrepperNow. Is AI the Antichrist? That is something that Peter Thiel, famous billionaire who's linked up with Trump before, is talking about. He thinks that the Antichrist might not be a person, and it might be an entity that we create, such as artificial intelligence. Now, we've all heard about the people that say there's all kinds of thing that, mimic and could be the Nephilim and all kinds of biblical theories and thoughts. Nothing I'm an expert at anything, but I can see why someone might think that AI could pose a threat as being an Antichrist-like entity. So, I've been experienced with AI. Now, I use it as a supplemental thing. If someone came on and said, well, you're using it, you're perpetuating it. I use it for like grammar. I'll take something I've written and I'll want to turn it into a different format. And I'll take it and I'll put it in there and I'll make it reformat it like the app Grammarly or something like that. So that's my extent. But with AGI and artificial general intelligence being on the cusp of that, and just all of the other things that are coming out, and the just rapid expansion and rapid growth of artificial intelligence, or AI, I think Mr. Thiel's got some interesting sentiments and thoughts. This has been something, from the book of John that has been put out there, and a lot of channels will talk about it. A lot of biblical scholars. Amir Sarfati will. There's all kinds of Faraj, that's another guy I couldn't forget his name. JD Faraj, he will talk about this stuff. So the question to the class is, do you think that AI could possibly be an Antichrist kind of entity? I get a lot of people that say that Trump is the Antichrist, all kinds of stuff. Things like that say basically we are living in the end times and the Antichrist is rising and will be revealed pretty soon. I don't know about you, but that's very much concerning for me and my family and everything, because I don't want to be around during that time, but it's not really my choice. It's not my choice the time and day and all that. So Peter Thiel is giving these lectures, and he's basically going in and putting the subject out there to these big communities, saying, hey, are we living at this time? Is AI, does it have the potential for doomsday-like scenarios? And you know what? I think it does. I think it does have that potential. We're all familiar with the Terminator series and the Skynet and its ability to take over our weapon systems. If you look at the movie that just came out with Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, the whole thing is about AI basically taking over and commandeering the nuclear arsenals of the largest countries that all have them and holding the world at gunpoint. I don't know exactly what an end of the world type situation with AI is. I see more of like a power down, or basically kind of like in the movie Blade Runner 2049, where there's like a big, huge data death and everything we have on computers just goes away. I could see something like that. Now, as for AI being, the actual Antichrist, or I see it more as a weapon of evil. I could see it doing a lot of evil things and making it so you lose your money, you lose your data, you lose your power, that kind of thing. We're definitely advancing with AI in a very fast way. And I think for me, that is the most problematic of all this stuff. The fact that we, every day you turn on the news, you look, every day they've got some new story out there that is telling you how AI has achieved some new this, or they're integrating it into this new system. I mean, it's just literally being put into everything. And then you hear the stories of like, it won't turn itself off. There's a story where it was actually trying to blackmail its programmers. Things like that, where it's doing things that are problematic for humans, let alone an artificially intelligent system. So all of this is, really concerning. And I don't know if people are just, making money because they're like, ooh, this is a great way to get clicks. If I say that AI is, the devil or whatever, and then, yeah, it's a great way to get people to click on your videos and stuff. But is there an element of truth? Is there an element that AI could be a world-ending kind of system, or we could get into a thing where it takes over our critical cyber infrastructure and turns against us? I think anything is potential. I think anything is possible. And I gotta tell you, I'm concerned with all the AI stuff and its rapid growth. And I think we all should be watching it, because we're here. It's now, it's growing, and it's getting put into everything. So as for prepping, all I can say is keep stacking food and try to become as non-reliant on the system as possible. I guess that's the main thing. If you can make it so you're not relying on the system and you're able to separate yourself and just kind of be and exist without too many tethers to the system, that's the best way to be. Tell me your thoughts. Is AI the Antichrist? Is it the devil who's going to take us out? I'd love to hear it. God bless, friends. Hit the buttons and stuff, and we will see you on the next one.